Hey, namaste guys, it's Kala. I'm so glad you're here. I am a spiritual teacher, mystic, and creative, helping women, midlife goddesses to live the life of their dreams, recover from stress, recover from burnout, or any thunderbolt experience like divorce, severe illness, and whatever knocks us off of our game, basically. So today I just wanted to make a short video, but I think you'll find it interesting. Those of you who follow me know that I'd moved recently, and as well, I just want to put out there that I know things are always evolving. So for me, I'm a bit of a gypsy anyway, apparently. I tend to move a lot, but I want to talk to you and follow up on one of my most popular videos, listening, how to know when the universe is talking to you. Are you listening? Okay, I'll put the link below to that. And so that video, like I said, had a lot of views, and I just gave some examples in that. I want to add a new example, which is pretty magical, and I had hinted at it in one of my housing videos. Okay, so it's a bit of a story, so get some tea, get something to drink, but it's about listening to the universe and how one thing like connects to another, to another, to another, and so it really comes from a place of trust. I want to start with, as always, I recommend, and what I teach is you need to be able to be listening, and that requires a certain level of quiet, of inner quietude, okay? And that is really missing in our society with so much media that we have, right? And even you're watching this on YouTube, so I know I can go down the rabbit hole of YouTube videos, you know, and an hour later I'm like, literally, what am I watching, you know? So I asked a friend for help. This is how the story begins. I asked a friend for help in terms of restarting my creative career. And you can see behind me, I've just been like, I wanted to film so you could see the other wall, but the light doesn't work that way. This way the window is shining towards me, the other way it would be behind me. So I need the light this way, but all these paintings are on this wall. I'm doing a cloud series, and there are more over there. But I asked this colleague, friend who I really, really respect, I said, yeah, how can I restart my, art career, and she does some shamanistic work. Very, very kind person. Like I said, I hinted about this in one of my videos about moving. And that was the question. The question wasn't about moving. The question was about restarting my art career. That's very important. And she painted this beautiful picture. Okay, so picture this. She said, I see this beautiful boat. Okay, almost like a historic type boat is how I pictured it. Almost like a pirate ship, right? She didn't use those words, but I pictured that type of ship. Beautiful ship. And we know many things happened with ships like that, but this one I pictured, and she said it's golden. It's beautiful. And it's in the ocean, it's sailing along, it's being, it's on the back of a whale, and she told me a beluga whale is carrying the ship. I'm like, oh wow, I could see it, because I'm very visual. And she said there are pearls, so I'm just going to give you the key things in it. She said there are pearls at the bottom that can be brought up to the surface. They're there for you, multiple pearls, and so I took, symbolically as positive things that I can develop. And she said, so there's this beluga whale specifically, and she said, and what's steering the ship is owl. I was like, okay, an owl is steering the ship. So those really were like the main features. The ship itself was golden, which I took as and it was underwater, it was sunken, but the whale was bringing it up to the surface. Okay, so picture all of that. I can just see it in the side view. I could see it as a drawing, this whale with the ship on its back, and there's a little owl at the steering wheel. Okay. She told me all that, and I wrote it down, and I had my own, when you do shamanistic work or this type of spiritual work, which all peoples did, whether you're from Europe, especially this type of work is still very active in Africa, it is working with the spirit world. So I was trying to the symbols and what it meant to me. The first thing I got with beluga whale is they are the ones I believe, and that's what I got, is that have to do with caviar. And so caviar I think of as something for the very wealthy, right, because it's expensive. It's a delicacy. And I just analyzed some of the other meanings, but I'm just going to cut to the chase because it's, like I said, it's an odd story. So I said, okay, this seemed to bode very well for my art career, right? And I said, typically with shamanism, what you'll do is work with these particular, you know, if it's an animal, you sort of envision with it and work with it. And so I thought, okay, well, I've got to work with beluga whale. An owl is also an animal that is like an ally for me. It does symbolize, in the way I'm taking it, wisdom. It moves through the night, so it moves unseen. It can see in the dark. It's a very sharp hunter. And it's just, the idea is that it can see through illusions. And just as an animal, as a beautiful animal, is here, is created to live amongst us. And so I respect all animals. So weeks pass, you know, I'm not thinking much about it anymore, right? She gave me this reading, and now but I have to move. So, like I said, that was not about my move. When I get my house keys, people, and those of you who, like I said, are following, you know how harrowing that was for me, because I got the keys like the day I was supposed to move, the day before, and the lease wasn't signed. I just want to show you the key and see if you can see it. This is my house key, and what that is a beluga whale. So I believe it's from a Disney movie, because I looked at, I think it's the movie Dory. I don't know, I don't have kids, right? But this was the key that was given to me. It's the beluga whale, yeah, from that movie Dory. And I was like, whoa, that's weird. You know, I remembered, I was like, wow. Thought that was interesting. And then, get ready for it, my house keys, the key directly to my place. It's an owl. Okay, and my favorite color is sort of hot pink, purplish, and you can see the owl is in hot pink and purple. You can't make this stuff up. It gets even stranger. Believe it or not, my initials, I'm not going to show you because I don't want to get like into that much detail with you guys, but under this image, like embossed, are two initials. They're the initials to my name, are on the key. Now, I know it's like a company or whatever, it's some code, but the key literally has my initials on them. It has the beluga whale, and the house key has an owl. And since I have been here, and only since I've been here, and I have only been here 2 months, I have been, as you can see, like crazy, like making art, just amazing. I'm gonna turn it around so you can see some of the other paintings. This is behind where I'm filming. Okay, it's still filming, okay. It's just like, then there's another one. Okay, I'm going to bring it back down this way. It's just, so basically, the meaning that she probably didn't even get from it is, you know, in the way she told it to me, she didn't link it per se to the move, but this is the place, and then I'm able to get to start my art career. And the whale and the owl are right there. And it's literally the key. That's the other pun. Another friend said, wow, that's funny because it's on a key, so it's like the key. So this place was the key to restarting my art. So again, this goes to that listening and spiritual work, and that also spirit is always communicating with us. It's always speaking with us. We have to be quiet enough, humble enough to listen and to take the steps. So yeah, I hope you like this story. Tell me if you know more about the movie. I actually saw the clip where Dory, I guess, is talking to the whale. And she says it's so funny because she said something like he's behind bars or something. He's like, I can't swim. I'm injured. My head hurts. And she's like, you have a big head because you're a beluga whale. You're supposed to have a big head. And what's funny about that is you can see my head. There's one member of my family who is we're doing well now, but always was sort of, you know, we had some conflict. And one of their insults to me was always like, you have a big head. Your head's so big. So just saying, it's just so many little funny things, but uncanny. It has the two symbols she mentioned and literally has my initials underneath. It is bizarre. Very, very bizarre. Namaste. So the universe is talking. You've got to get quiet. You've got to listen. You've got to meditate. If you would like help with any of that, get a free 30-minute My Sacred Self session, and we can hop on the phone together. Namaste. Bye-bye, Goddess.